Okay guys, so here is what I am thinking. Here's a 55-gallon aquarium, and there's a plant in it. I know it's a grand idea, nobody's ever thought of it. But I have 3 of these tanks, that is, and they are going to be going here, right here. And they'll stand up in that space, and that is what is going to be happening. And then I'll put glass on the front as doors, and then the crested geckos will live inside. Bam, amazing idea. That's where I'm at this point. So I have 3. I'm going to set 3 of them up. Those 3 will be for crested geckos, and then I'll keep the crested geckos in groups. So like all 3 of my adults will be able to fit in this one 55-gallon tank, because this is a big tank, and it has different things going all the way up. Like I plan to really fill this midsection, because you see it's pretty wide. It's 21 inches wide. I plan to really fill it with things other than just this tree here. This tree will definitely be going in one. I'm going to be building something else that this will be going into, I think, and then there'll obviously be different plants in each, and I have some other trees that I want to put in them and whatnot, but the whole thing will be covered in plants and everything. It'll be much more humid because it's basically just going to be glass, the whole thing. And if that's an issue, then I might have to try to make the front screen or something. But for now, it's just going to be, it's planned to be glass. And that'll create a very vertical area for the crested geckos, so then they can climb up, and it'll give them lots of space. So then I can fit a couple of them together, at least 2 females, maybe even just a group of females, and then I'll just have like a male or whatnot. But my plan is to have 7 crested geckos. I have 2 that I recently hatched out. I'm keeping those 2 because they were my first babies. There's 2 other babies that will be pretty special to me if they hatch, and if they hatch, I will be keeping those. And then there's 3 that I have that I'm going to be keeping, and then who knows, maybe I'll get more. But right now I'm going to bring the rest of the 55 gallons in so I can measure them out, because I'm going to buy glass the right size, and then I want to figure out what glass I can use for the bottom as well, because I have a lot of glass, and I bet I have glass that would fit perfectly just right in here. So there's going to be 2 doors on the front of each, and then there's going to be a piece of glass on the inside. So then if I wanted one to hold water or something, I mean, I want them all to hold water, but it'll just be a whole lot easier if I just put it on the inside. It'll hold water, and then this other piece of glass will go right in between, right over that. So then I don't have to have like this whole bottom section, because this is kind of a pain. Let's be honest here. This isn't it's not going to be the most perfect design. I wish they didn't have this for these ones anyway. I do have one that doesn't have this, but Richard's currently in it, and I don't want to have, I don't know, 2 of them are the same. They look like this. The other one's different, but it's similar. It looks like this, but it doesn't have this part, so it's fine. And then, as I said, I'm going to build another enclosure that's similar in size, and that will be much bigger, but it's going to be similar dimensions, and it will be going right there. And then we'll have 1 tank for the things back there. So essentially this whole area will be a giant mess of arboreal enclosures for the crested geckos and possibly other lizards and whatnot. So that is the plan. I'm gonna bring in the other tanks just so I can work on them and stuff, clean them up, and then just start attaching glass, because honestly I think I have silicone. I can silicone the part in right now, and I mean, not right now, I'm not going to do it right now, but like next week, and then I can just start right off on building the drainage layer, because I already have the stuff to do that technically, and then I just have to plan out the background. And I'm thinking I'm going to have a background that I'll just set right in type of thing, so then I can kind of design it better. But we'll see how I'm going to do that, because I could just buy, I'm not sure. So that's going to be pretty impressive, I think, when I have these up there. And I would just set it up there, but unfortunately I need to cover the whole top of this with a board just like this. This is 3/4 inch plywood. I need to cut a piece that'll cover this whole span, and then paint it with that black paint, because This is 21 inches, and those are 21 inches. And as you can see, they hang off the back. So will these. So that is how that'll be. Not a big issue. Won't really mean anything. But these are going to be awesome vertical tanks. And I know it's different than what I said before. I was going to do a plywood tank. There's a multitude of reasons why I'm not going to be doing that, and mainly they are, this is way easier, this is way cheaper, I'm going to be able to do this quicker, and it's more relatable. Not a whole lot of people are going to be able to spend a couple $100s on a plywood tank, but it's a lot easier to pick up a 55-gallon for like $50 off of Craigslist, and then buy some glass from a local hardwood store, and then bam, you have a massive terrarium. So a whole lot more relatable for you guys, and it's just going to be way quicker. So then I can get Lewis out of a 10-gallon, and then these two out of those tanks, and then I'll just have one awesome massive tank. Well, actually 3 awesome massive tanks, and then another one eventually. It'll be a little bit harder because I have to build it, but it'll also be as glass. So these 3 tanks are going to be divided into a good couple of videos, because I started this project, I don't even, December, I think, and it's been quite a few months since these have been in use, at least. I'm still not officially done with the doors because I've been waiting for summer, and now that it's summer, I'm busy still with many things, but I'm hoping to get the doors done this summer and get these projects wrapped up. But a little bit has changed. Essentially, I did get the 3 55-gallon setup, and then the 4th tank that I talked about, and maybe we'll talk about again, I'm not sure, is just not happening. I like to overextend myself and plan out projects that I don't need, and because there's no pressure of needing them, I never get them done. If I had all the time in the world, I'd have a whole lot of tanks that I have no use for, and they'd probably be really cool because those are always the coolest ones, but they never get done. So that isn't happening, but there is some pretty cool stuff going on beside the 355 gallons that you'll see eventually that is of similar design of what I was talking about, but it is actually in use, and that is why I have it. But right here, I'm just cleaning up some glass. I took apart a 55-gallon because this is the glass that I was planning on using, as well as some other glass that I need for the fronts. But I want to show those in the actual video, and I don't know I'm going to divide it all up because I don't know how much footage is of everything, but I'm going to try to organize it better. So today is just the planning video. This is the plan, and then I'll come out with like working on putting the glass on the front to do the bottom, and then drainage layer, and maybe I'll do the background, that all in one video, and then I'll do another video setting it up, or maybe it'll be divided just doing the drainage layer and the bottom, and then I'll do the background in one video, and then I'll set it up in a different video. I'm not entirely sure, but because this is 3 different projects, I'm not sure either. I might try to divide it into a couple videos, like individual videos for setting each one up. But I doubt that, because most of it is just time lapses of just me doing everything all at once, because there's really no reason to make 3 of the exact same videos for 3 of the same setups. But altogether, it comes together to make a nice 4x3 foot wall of really nice gecko tanks, and they've worked really, really well. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. Here's a sneak peek on how things turn out, and I'm sure it'll all look better in the very, very end when I can get proper glass doors on these things. But so far, it's worked very well, and I have some really nice setups here. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the ones to come.